the angel of repentance, the ruler of the element of fire, the archangel of the covenant, the chief ruling prince of the fourth heaven, he who overthrows mountains. His mystery name is Sabathiel, the angel of the east and of the east wind. It is he who leads souls into eternal light. The Golden Legend calls him the angel of the planet Mercury, Bharat Magus calls him the Lord of Sundays, and the ancient Persians call him Vashta, the Sustainer. He is the conqueror of the Prince of Persia, for it was he who defeated Dobiel, the guardian angel of Persia. Chaldeans, who, at that time, worshipped him as a god. Israelites. It was Michael, the guardian angel of Israel, who led the children of Israel safely across the Red Sea. The two guardians came face to face, and a great battle ensued between them on that very spot at the Red Sea, unseen by the eyes of mortals. It was a battle which would determine the fate of the two tribes. Michael eventually bested Abezithibod, throwing him and the Egyptian hosts into the Red Sea, trapping Abezithibod under a magical pillar in the deepest part of the sea. And so the Israelites were saved. By over 100 names in many different cultures of the world. He is said to be the tallest and largest angel in heaven in his true form, the width of his body being equal to the size of the world. When invoked, he appears as a pillar of fire, his face more dazzling than the sun. He is the demiurge of classical Jewish mysticism, the male form of the Shekinah being the female manifestation of the Most High. In the Kabbalah, he is the angel who led the children of Israel through the wilderness after the Exodus, and is the twin brother or half-brother of the angel, Sandalphon. In the traditions of the Jews, knew Michael as the mightiest of all the angels, for his battle prowess was unrivaled and unparalleled until Metatron proved a match, surpassing the great Michael himself. But how? How great was Metatron? What feat proved his might and skills were greater than that of Michael? It was a crisis that had to do with the two great mages and sorcerers of ancient Egypt, Ians and Iambas. Some call them Janus and Jambas, the same mages who turned their staffs into snakes alongside Moses and Aaron before the throne of the Pharaoh of Egypt. This event is said to have occurred during the Exodus, right after the crossing of the Red Sea. In the Christian Bible, the story ends with the victory of the Israelites over the Egyptians, saying the sea drowned all the might of the Egyptians. But a few texts say different, that the story continued, for not all the might of the Egyptians were vanquished at the sea. Once upon a time, in the Chronicles of Jeremiel, the Hebrew Bible historian, after Michael, the guardian of Israel, had defeated Abezithibod, one of the guardians of Egypt, throwing him and his people into the sea. The Israelites broke into songs of victory and praise, and Michael returned to the heavens, and the heavens rejoiced. But there, in the Red Sea, when the great sea had grown calm and peaceful, and the bodies of the Egyptian army had grown cold and silent, and Jambas emerged from the waters of the sea, for they followed in the pursuit of the Israelites. They were unscathed, and looked as though the water had not touched them, for they commanded great power and magic that not even the sea could drown them. By the means of witchcraft, the two sorcerers flew straight into the heavens and ascended into the realm of